Welcome back to my channel Maths. In today's video, let us solve MCQ questions from chapter 4 circles. In my previous video, I have done the revision of chapter 4 circles. So please do watch that video before solving the MCQ so that you will have better understanding. And also like my video and subscribe to my channel so that I can make more such videos for you guys. And also watch the video till the end. Multiple choice questions or MCQs from chapter 4 circles. So here I have collected around 13 MCQ questions which are direct questions from the textbook. So let us begin with the first question. A circle has a number of tangents equal to. So a circle can have a tangent at any given point of a circle. Since a circle is made up of n number of points or infinite number of points, therefore at each point there can be a tangent, right? Therefore a circle will have infinite number of tangents. So our correct option is option D. Second question, a tangent intersects the circle at. So whenever we have a circle and we have a tangent, therefore this tangent and a circle intersects at a single point. Okay. So our correct option is option A. It intersects at a single point or one point of the circle. Question number 3. A circle can have dash parallel tangents at a single time. So we have a circle here. If we want two parallel tangents, so a tangent can be drawn here and a tangent can be drawn here. At a given time, there can be only two parallel tangents at a single time. So therefore the correct option is 2. That is option B. Question number 4. A line intersecting a circle in 2 points is called as. Okay, so we have a circle and if we have a line drawn which is intersecting at 2 points of a circle, right? Let this be point A and point B. So what does it is called as? It is called as a secant. That is option D. Question number 5. The dash to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. So what is perpendicular to the radius? So we have a circle and assume this is a radius R from the center point O. At this circle, it is perpendicular to the radius, right? So when we draw a line which is perpendicular to the radius at the point of contact, so this is called as a tangent. Always a tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. This is a point of contact and this is a tangent. So our correct option is option A, tangent. Question number 6. The length of the two tangents from an external point to a circle is. So we have a circle and we have external point P. From this point, when you draw two tangents, that is PT1 and PT2. So these two tangents length will always be equal. So here there are given 4 options. So our correct option is option B. The length of the tangents from an external point is to a circle is equal. Okay, again this is a theorem from the chapter circles. Question number 7. A line through point of contact and passing through the center of circle is known as. So we have a circle, then this is the center of circle O, and when you draw tangent, this is the point of contact. So what is the line through the point of contact passing through the center? So this is the line. So what is this line called as? This is called as radius, as well as this line is also called as the normal. This is the normal to the circle. Therefore our correct option is option C. Question number 8. A tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 centimeters meets a line through the center O at a point Q so that OQ is equal to 12 centimeters. Length of PQ is. So here, whenever they have given us a figure for you in such kind of question, it is very good. But if they have not given the figure, it is better to draw the figure and understand the question so that you can quickly solve the answer. So what are they given as? A tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 centimeter. So we have a circle and the radius of this circle is 5 centimeter. A tangent PQ at a point P of a circle of radius 5 centimeters meets a line through the center of a point Q so that OQ is equal to 12 centimeters. Okay, so we will draw a tangent. So the tangent is always perpendicular to the radius. So let us name this tangent as PQ. They have given us a tangent PQ at a point P of a circle. From this point P of the circle, there is a tangent PQ. Radius meets a line through the center of point Q so that OQ is 12 centimeters. There is a line from the center to point Q, which is OQ, which is 12 centimeters. So here we have to find out the length of PQ. So by this way, it will become simpler for you to solve the problem when you draw the figure. Already we know that the radius is OP and tangent is PQ. Always the radius is perpendicular to the tangent PQ from our theorem number 1 from chapter circles. So since this is a right angle triangle which is formed, here we know the two sides of the triangle, we know OP and OQ, then we can find out PQ by applying the Pythagoras theorem. OPQ is the right angle triangle, side opposite the right angle will be the hypotenuse, OP will be our perpendicular and the side along PQ will be our base. So let us apply the Pythagoras theorem. So that is hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus the perpendicular square. Here hypotenuse is OQ, that is OQ square is equal to OP square plus PQ square. So OQ is 12 square is equal to OP is 5 square plus PQ. We have to find out. PQ square is equal to 12 square minus 5 square. So 12 square is 144 minus 5 square is 25. So that will be how much? 144 minus 25 is 119. That is PQ square, or PQ will be equal to square root of 119. Right? So our correct option is option D, that is root of 119 centimeters. Our next question is the length of a tangent from an external point A on the circle with center O is. So we have a circle with center O and we have external point A. So the length of tangent from external point A on the circle. So let us draw a tangent from point A to the circle. So here we have to find out the length of OA, whether it is greater than OA or it is equal to OA. So if we assume the point here as B, so we have to find out that the length of this tangent AB is greater than OA or equal to OA or always less than OA or cannot be estimated. But here if you observe from the center O to the tangent, we have a radius which is perpendicular to the radius is always perpendicular to the tangent, right? And also here a 90-degree angle is formed, therefore a triangle OAB will be a right angle triangle and the side opposite the right angle is hypotenuse and the other two sides will be perpendicular and base. And also we know that always the hypotenuse side is always greater than the other two sides. So OA will be always greater than the side AB and OB. So therefore the length of tangent from an external point is always less than OA. I suppose you understood this question. So our correct option is option C. It is always less than OA. Question number 10. TP and TQ are the two tangents to a circle with center O. So let us first draw a circle with center O and we have an external point T. So from this external point T, let us draw two tangents, that is TP and TQ, so that angle POQ, so this is the radius, right? So angle POQ is 110 degrees. Then angle PTQ is. So we have to find out this angle, right? Now since PO and OQ are the radius which is perpendicular to the tangents, so these angles will be 90-degree angle. Now here you can observe that POQT forms a quadrilateral. POQT forms a quadrilateral, and also we know that sum of the angles of the quadrilateral is equal to 36 degrees. Right? Now here we have the four angles of a quadrilateral, that is angle P plus angle O plus angle Q plus angle T is equal to 36 degrees. Now we know angle P is 90 degree because it is perpendicular to the tangent, plus angle O is given which is 110 degree, plus angle Q is again 90 degree, plus we have to find out angle T, that is equal to 360. So let us add all these. 90 plus 90 is 180. 180 plus 110 is 290. 290 plus angle T is equal to 360 degrees, or angle T, which is equal to 360 minus 290, is equal to 70 degrees. Therefore, angle PTQ is equal to 70 degrees. Our correct option is option B. This way you will find out the angle. Question number 11. Two concentric circles are of radii 5 cm and 3 cm. So concentric means what? Concentric means one circle will be inside the another circle. So we have a bigger circle and we have a smaller circle. So here they have given us radii of both the circles. So radii of the bigger circle will be how much? 5 cm, and the radii of smaller circle will be 3 centimeters. Okay, so this is the center. So this is the radii of the smaller circle and this is the radii of bigger circle. The length of the chord of larger circle which touches the smaller circle is, right? So we have to draw a chord to this bigger circle which touches the smaller circle, right? So in this manner we can draw the chord. So we have to find out the length of this chord, right? So let us name this length as AP and let us take this point as P. Okay, so if we join this point OA, we know that OP is the radius which will be perpendicular to this chord AP, right? And OA is the radius of the larger circle. From center to the outer circle, it is, the radius is given as 5. So here OPA forms a right angle triangle. We know the side OA and OP. Now we will find out the side AP first. Okay, so we will apply the Pythagoras theorem here because it is a right angle triangle. The side opposite the right angle is the hypotenuse, which is OA square. So OA square is equal to AP square plus OP square. OA is 5 square is equal to AP, we have to find out, plus OP is 3 square. So AP square is equal to 5 square is 25 minus 3 square is 9. AP square will be equal to 25 minus 9 is 16, or AP is equal to square root of 16, which is equal to 4. So here we got the value of AP as equal to 4. If you look at this chord AP, from the center of the circle, this line OP bisects this chord because OP is the bisector. So therefore, this chord AB is equal to AP plus PB. So since OP is the bisector, the length AP will be equal to PB, which is also equal to 4. Therefore, AB will be equal to 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. Therefore, our correct option will be option A. Question number 12. AB is a chord of a circle and AOC is its diameter such that angle ACB is equal to 50 degree. If AT is the tangent to the circle at point A, then BAT is equal to. So here, first of all, let us draw the figure. We have a circle with center as O, and they are saying us that AB is a chord of a circle. So how do we draw a chord to a circle? So this is the chord and let us name it as AB, and AOC is its diameter. Now this is AOC. Diameter is always in a straight line. So we will draw a line AOC, which is the diameter of the circle, such that angle ACB is 50 degree. Now they are saying us ACB. So here you can observe that there is a triangle formed inside a circle and the angle ACB is equal to 50 degree if AT is the tangent to the circle at point A. So at a point A, let us draw a tangent AT, then BAT is equal to. So we have to find out this angle BAT. This angle we have to find out. This is the center. If AOC is the diameter, OA will be the radius, right? So therefore, the radius OA will be perpendicular to the tangent. So therefore, a 90 degree angle is formed. Right, so angle OAT is equal to 90 degree. Okay. Also, we know a triangle inside a semicircle. Here we can see an angle CBA, which is inside the semicircle. Right. So any angle inside a semicircle will form a 90 degree angle. This is the property of a circle. Any angle inside a semicircle forms a 90 degree angle. So we know two angles of a triangle ABC. We know angle C is 50 degree, angle B is 90 degree. So let us find out angle A. So from the properties of a triangle, the sum of all the three angles will be equal to 180 degree. So angle A we have to find out, angle B is 90 degree and angle C is 50 degree equal to 180. Therefore angle A will be how much? 180 minus 90 plus 50 is 140 degree. Therefore angle A will be equal to 40 degrees. Now we got this angle A as 40 degree and we also know this whole angle CAT is equal to 90 degree, right? So angle CAT is equal to CAB, angle CAB plus angle BAT. So angle CAT is a 90 degree angle which is equal to angle CAB. We found out it is equal to 40 degree. This is angle CAB in the triangle ABC. This is 40 degree plus angle BAT we have to find out now. Okay. Now we can find out angle BAT by subtracting 90 minus 40. Therefore, what is 90 minus 40? It is equal to 50 degree. Therefore, angle BAT is equal to 50 degree. Our correct option is option C, which is 50 degree. Our last question is question number 13. The length of a tangent from a point A at a distance 5 centimeter from the center of the circle is 4 centimeter. The radii of the circle is, right? So let us first draw a circle with center O. The length of a tangent from a point A. So let us take a point A and take a tangent whose length is 5 centimeter. So at a distance of 5 centimeter from the center of the circle. Okay, from the center of a circle at a distance of 5 centimeter, we have this tangent whose length is given as 4 centimeter. The radii of the circle is. So the radii is OA, right? So we have to find out length of this radii. So here we will apply a theorem number 1 where a radii is always perpendicular to the tangent. If it is perpendicular, a 90 degree angle is formed here. So a right angle triangle will be formed. So let us take this point as T. Here we can again apply the Pythagoras theorem and find out the radii or the distance OA, right? So since angle OAT is right angle, the side opposite right angle is hypotenuse, OA will be perpendicular and side AT will be our base. So hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus the perpendicular square. So hypotenuse square is how much? 5 square is equal to base is 4, so it is 4 square plus OA we have to find out. So OA square will be equal to 5 square is 25 minus 4 square will be 16, or OA square is equal to 25 minus 16 is 9, or OA will be equal to square root of 9 which is equal to 3. So the length of radius will be equal to 3 centimeter. Our correct option is option A, that is 3 centimeter. So this is how you have to apply the theorem 1 and 2 and solve the problems. And also there are certain direct questions from the textbook statements. So please go through the textbook and solve this MCQ question. And also you can go through the revision videos of this chapter which I have uploaded in my previous video. So if you liked my video, do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and also select the bell button so that you will be notified with all the upcoming videos of my channel. And also do watch the related videos of MCQ questions from other chapters shown on the screen. Thank you.